Okay, this is Dave Daly with DowntownLakeOswego.com. We have one of the forefathers, as it were, or someone who's made a significant contribution to the Lake Oswego community, Nick Bunick. And Nick, tell us, when you came to Lake Oswego, there wasn't quite a cruiseway, I take it.
Well, let me say, when I first came to Oregon, I remember being in a Safeway store in Portland back in the 1960s. And I asked a woman, how do you get to Lake Oswego from here? And she looked at me for about 10 seconds and said, you can't get there from here. Back then, there was just, the only way you could get to was from around Macadam Avenue. It was just a 2-lane road.
Wow.
And it was very, very, very difficult. And I recognized that there was a tremendous potential. Here we had this incredible natural feature of the lake, and a beautiful community just a short distance from downtown Portland, with all kinds of land that could accommodate many different activities. And I thought to myself, as I got into the land development and home building business, this is really where the future is in the greater Portland area. And Lake Oswego is a tremendous asset. I think it's one of the finest suburban communities of any metropolitan city that I've seen around the United States. And the reason the cruiseway corridor was so important to me is I recognized that if we could go ahead and create that cruiseway corridor off of I-5 freeway, it would totally change the personality and the future of Lake Oswego, which it did. So when I created the master plan, on the south side of the street, we went ahead and put all these beautiful potential future commercial office buildings, feeling here was a place that people could work, just 2 minutes away from I-5 freeway from downtown Portland. And on the other side of the street, 300 acres of land, which I went ahead and did a master plan and developed Westlake, a place for people to live. And Westlake would represent a combination of multifamily, single family, as well as commercial. So it was a perfect opportunity to change the entire future of Lake Oswego by giving people an opportunity of a place to work and live right across the street from each other and easy access into the downtown Portland on I-5 freeway. Wow. And the dream I had at that time became a reality, and today it accommodates thousands and thousands of people in their lifestyles and their occupations.
Wow. Who early in your life affected you to say they made an impression on why you would have such a visionary vision? Did someone make an impression on you when you were young?
Not really. I grew up in a ghetto area outside of Boston, and my mother and father never owned a house, never owned a car, and I went to college on a football scholarship at the University of Florida. And that's when I really got an opportunity to see that there were other places in the United States outside of the Chelsea, where I grew up, in which was about 30,000 people living in 2 square miles.
Wow.
And things just materialized. I saw that in terms of something that Will Rogers said many, many years ago when he was alive. He said, he was talking about land. He said, they ain't making no more. And I realized that land was a scarcity, and it's very important what we do with the land, that we use it so people can enjoy life and make it part of their environment. And I'm very sensitive to retaining trees. And every neighborhood I developed, and I developed probably about 14, 15 different neighborhoods in Lake Oswego, besides Westlake, I truly try to make it a place saying this is where people spend 24 hours a day, 365 days of their life, and I want to make it a place where people can call not only home, but a place they can enjoy raising their families and living their lives.
Wow, what a legacy.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to have more people think of that stewardship for the future and carry it forward, because there's still more tough decisions to make for this community. But when we think of like how you thought about what impact is this going to have down the road and how can we really make it a stronger community, I think that's a positive thing that you've been an example for. So Nick, thank you very much.
My pleasure, David. Thank you.
And we really appreciate you talking with us and sharing this story, because it's important that we appreciate what it's taken to get here.
I appreciate it, David, and I'm very proud to be part of this community.
Excellent.